What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. We are currently doing the story missions here in Alaska. I think this is episode 2, maybe episode 3. I don't know, I've been working so much I just lost track of time. Before we get started, I do want to make mention of one thing. I did have a question come up where someone had asked me a bunch of questions, and basically it was, what's the best way to do this, what's the best weapon, what's the best map. Basically they wanted to know what the best of everything was. And look, guys, there's no hardcore set way to do anything in this game. It's a game. Alright? There's no like winning strategy to winning, because there is no end game per se. So the best thing you can do is to just kind of screw around with things and see what you like. Play the game however you want to play it, and that is the best advice I can give anybody looking to play the Hunter Call of the Wild. Is that, you know, there's no right or wrong way to do anything. Well, that's not true. There is a right way to play this game, and that's to have fun. We'll put it that way. If you're just annoyed and you're not having fun, then you're doing something wrong. And that's on you. Not in all cases. I mean, there are some times where, you know, like y'all saw in some of my other videos where the game was just crashing over and over and over again. You know, that's not my fault that I wasn't having fun. That, it just, yeah. But I mean, if your game's running just fine, you're doing good, and you just lost interest or whatever, that's because you're doing something that you don't enjoy doing. And in this game, man, it's such a chill game. I mean, you can play it any way you want, using any weapons you want, in any map order that you want, using any perks, any skills that you want, if you want to even allot them. You don't even have to spend them. You can just let them stack up and not even spend them. There's just so many different ways to play this game that I can't sit here and truthfully tell you guys that Weapon A is better than Weapon B. I can't tell you Map A is better than Map B because it's all subjective. You know, what I like, you may not like, and what you like, I may not like. You know, like, for example, let's just do this. We'll go into my inventory. This is what I have on me. This is it, guys. I have the 22. I have the Sheriff for my shotgun. I have the starting rifle, the Ranger 243. I have the Grelick drilling rifle for my bigger game. And then I have the regular beginner binoculars. That's what I'm using. We can go to sights. Yeah, I've got the... Did I upgrade the sights? I do have the upgraded sights for rifles. There is no upgraded sight for the drilling rifle. And then I've got my binoculars. As you can see, I don't have collars. I don't have scents. I don't have tents, bipods, tree stands, decoys. I don't have any of that stuff. I'm going raw, basically. And that's the way I like to play. You know, later on, when I get more involved, then yeah, I'll probably get, you know, the tents and the bipods, and for areas that I know I'm going to want to hunt on a regular basis. But that's just how I want to play. Some of you guys really want to use collars. Some of you might want to use scents. Use them. If that's your thing, use them. There's no right or wrong way. So, I'm going to get off of that high horse, and we're going to check out our mission logs, because that's what this is all about. We're focused on story missions. So with this one, we got to collect the hatchet from the outpost, which is right up here on this bench.
You got the hatchet? Great. I hope our visitors haven't been using it to open their beans. You're gonna need a nice sharp edge. It's small, but it should do the job. There's a lake just to the north of the flats. I'll be flying over it on my way home. If you drop that stuff off there, I can jump out, grab it, and get it to one of our ecological research teams today, instead of you having to walk around with a bag full of droppings and swamp water.
Alright, so we're heading all the way out there. That's 4 clicks away. So yeah, if something happens, then I'll bring you guys in. If not, I will see you there. But odds are we're going to take down a moose or something like that on the way there, bison. There's lots of animals that'll show up between here and there. So yeah, I'll see you when we get there.
Onto the tracks. I'm guessing it was loosened in a recent storm. Yukon Valley tends to get a few lightning storms each summer, but we do a thorough job of preparing. So we only saw a couple of small fires that went out on their own. Some of my team are still recording the after effects of the storms. I've heard reports of huge trees with deep roots that are now at precarious angles and might need to be cut down. We're lucky to have such isolated incidents. Other reserves have reported landslides.
Yeah, sorry about having that cut off a little bit. Didn't realize he was going to start talking that early. And for those of you wondering, I took off the scope because we're in this forested area here, which also happens to be home to gray wolf country. And gray wolves are...
I've only ever seen one landslide in person, and that was from the air. Even from up there, it was a shocking display of natural force. It was all I could do to land the plane before the storm overtook me.
Gray wolves are vicious. Basically, you have to take out the alpha in order to keep them from attacking you over and over again.
It's hard to tell what caused this tree to tip over. I guess the big question is how to do this properly. But I trust you to get the job done. I hope you can make do with a hatchet.
Not like we got much choice.
Great work out there. The train is behemoth. I honestly don't think a single tree would do more than dent it in a collision. But I'd rather not take the chance and risk a serious accident. Speaking of the train, it's due to pass by at any moment. I'd stay clear of the tracks if I were you. Keeping that railroad open is a big responsibility for us. Not only is it essential for a lot of trade out here, but the bridge brings tourists in from all over the place. I'd like a good picture of the bridge, one that we can put on our website. See if you can snap it while the train is passing over it. That'll look great. I used to come out to this corner of the reserve with my family. We'd spend long weekends camping, and I'd teach my youngest daughter, Kara, how to shoot. My older daughter, Deanna, was still an angry teenager who needed convincing to take part in any activity. She'd always be laughing and having fun by the end of the trip, though. That looks like a good spot to take the photo. Those trips are some of my favorite memories. It brought us all closer as a family. Being alone together. Here's me talking about my family vacations when I can't even remember the last time I had dinner with my wife. Her birthday was what? A month ago? I think I'm probably overdue to take her out somewhere nice. That's the shot we needed. It's a shame we couldn't catch it with the train on top, but it's still good. I'll send this picture over to Sandy. Her team takes care of the Yukon Valley website.
Ooh, that's
Next
a 4.
up, head over to an outpost that we're replacing. Not too far from where you are just now. The cabin was lost in the Teton forest fire 2 years ago, and we're in the process of replacing it with a temporary trailer, equipped with some more modern facilities. Due to the level of damage that was sustained by this area of the reserve, it has attracted several researchers who would like to perform long-term studies in the region. The Teton Forest will host our first research outpost trial. Oh, and in case you were unaware, Teton is a native word for wolf. The fire destroyed part of the forest, but the wolves are still out there. I'd make sure you keep your rifle fully loaded at all times while you're in wolf country. I look forward to your call when you find the outpost.
Well, I think both shots missed.
I saw the fires that tore through that forest, and I still struggle to accept just how quickly the landscape can transform into smoldering ash. Believe it or not, we got lucky. It could have been a lot worse. Maybe lucky isn't the right word. We lost too much.
Weird. If you guys go back and you do the experimental experience on this one, I believe I showed that this was empty. I think I did. But there was nothing
This is
here.
the Basri Memorial Outpost. Or at least it will be, once you get it up and running. Ranger Crawford has left the supplies that we need for the finishing touches. He was going to set it up himself, but his wife went into labor just as he got here, so he had to rush back to town. The workstations look like they're ready to go. If this trial goes well, we might see more researchers setting up camp across the reserve. For now, though, let's get things powered up. The supplies will include fuel for the generator. Just stick a little fuel in the generator and fire it up. And we're in business. Good. I'll let our researchers know they're welcome to visit when they're ready. Of course, you can sleep here and restock your supplies, just like any other outpost.
Well, wow, $200 for that? Let's take a look. So we got foliage growing up through it.
Is just the first part of our restoration efforts. The supplies should contain a couple of things that you're going to need for your next job. Planting new saplings. Take the bag of spruce saplings and the shovel, and let me mark a spot for you on your map.
Yeah, before we do that...
It's a tough road ahead for this part of the reserve. The fire burnt away a huge chunk of the forest. But with any luck, a program of replanting will gradually bring life back. I hope to see it happen in my lifetime.
Can I talk now? Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do sprint and load. But anyways, as I was making fun of this trailer that has foliage coming up through it. Yeah. At least we got a radio and a computer. And we can sleep on the couch. That's awesome. What time is it anyways? Alright, well, yeah, we crashed. So, you know, it is what it is. That's something I think I'm just going to have to deal with when it comes to this game from now on. The guys, the tech support guys, they tried to figure out, well, they didn't even try to figure it out. Let's just be honest. They didn't try to figure anything out. They just took my information, read from their little flow chart, and told me to do a whole bunch of stuff. I did it all, and we're still crashing. Just not as frequently as I used to. So, but also two new NVIDIA drivers came out, so that probably has something to do with it. Anyways, let's go ahead and see. Okay, did a lot all that. We need to get some more ammo though. That's what we need to do before I forget to do anything else. So let's go to the store. Rifle ammo. Let's see, what do I have here? I got 24 polymer tip 243s. We're going to buy a few more of them. I like to have about 50 on hand when I go out. The 22s were at 38. I don't remember shooting it, but, you know, whatever. We'll do a 40. And then we have the... What do we have next? These? No, not them. These. We got 31. Let's buy a couple of them. Alright, we still have $25,000 left, which is good because I think I still have some trophies that I need to send to get taxidermy done on them. Shotgun ammo. We've got the 10 gauge that we're working with. We got 50 of them. So we're good there. But you know, there's surely we've unlocked some other cool stuff, right? I mean, we can get some iron sights, some new iron sights for a couple of stuff here. Not really interested in that. Collar sense decoys, not messing with any of that. At least not yet. How about binos? Do we open up some new binos? No, that's the night vision one. I mean, I could get the rangefinder, but these things are rangefinders as well. And I've only got 4 more levels to go to get that. So I could spend $12,000 and get a rangefinder, or I can just keep my money and wait for 4 more levels. And this comes with the rangefinder. Decisions. I think we're going to hold on to our money. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're good there. What else was I thinking about doing? I forget. I had something else in mind. And now I don't know what it was. Is that fox trying to come back? Or is that a moose? I thought I heard a moose in the background. I just didn't pay it no mind. Well, either way, guys, I think we're good. It's 9 a.m., so we've got plenty of daylight to work with. What we're working with now is we're up in here. I think this is a secondary mission now that I think about it. We got ourselves a nice little like V shape of kills going on, which is kind of neat. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there, guys. The next episode we're definitely gonna get into some more of the story. This part especially is interesting. I really like this part of the story mission. So we're going to do that in the next episode. Until then, guys, if you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. And if I earned it, hit that subscribe button. Be safe, be cool, have fun, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.